Hi guys, I'm Lex.
I'm Kenn.
And welcome to Barely Legal Podcast.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
Okay, y'all, so this is our podcast, Barely Legal. This is the first episode. I am very excited. This is a long time in the making. We've been planning this for like about a year now, but it's finally happening. So this is very exciting for the both of us. We're just gonna get right into the topics. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is, why did we even start a podcast to begin with? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So the reason why I wanted to start a podcast is because I don't really feel like I see a lot of people our age doing podcasts. I'm like a frequent podcast watcher myself, but they're more so like people or women who are like, you know, in their 30s, 40s, maybe early 50s, things like that. And it's like, of course, it's like I like watching people of, you know, who are older than me to like get their perspective. But it's like I want to, you know, see a podcast of people like my age, and I don't really feel like I see a lot of that. So I was like, maybe I should do like, you know, a little podcast just to kind of, you know, get myself out there more and like, you know, find different ways to express myself. So you can add to that.
I totally agree. For me, it was a little bit different. I feel like I used to have a lot of conversations with my friends, Lex, a lot of other people, and just, you know, feel like, oh, I feel like more people should hear this because more people will understand what I'm going through, and, you know, maybe they can relate. It was a little hard because I'm a little bit shy, but, you know,
I had to get her out of her comfort zone, y'all. I had to get her out the comfort zone.
Yes, just a good platform to express my thoughts and, you know, bring some awareness to certain topics that a lot of people don't talk about. So.
Yes, definitely. Okay,
yes.
So the second question is, we're just going to get right into it. Why do you think it's so hard for people of our age to find a job?
I think the main thing that people in our age group pay attention to is definitely pay. I feel like we're not paid enough. And then it's more so like who you know versus what you know, because there's a lot of people who are qualified for certain positions, but they don't get it because they're beat out by somebody who had like inside connections. And then I also feel like because most employers know that Gen Z is not going to put up with a lot, you know, if I'm only getting paid below minimum wage, why do you expect me to do X, Y, and Z, and then I only get like a 0.5 or 2% raise, which is pretty much nothing, since that's going to be taken out in taxes. So I feel like we see that, we've seen what happened to previous generations, and we like, no, we're not going for that. No ma'am. So they refuse to hire us. That's what I think.
I think, actually, which is crazy, because let me piggyback up that a little bit, because I was actually watching this TikTok video of this guy, and he's like a pilot. And he was talking about, I don't know if you've seen him, but I'll send it to you. He was talking about, like, he's a black guy, he has dreads.
With the grills?
I gotta see if I think so. Let me see. I don't know. He didn't have girls in the video. I think he had just came from an interview. But he was just basically talking about, like, how hard it is to find a job, even, like, for a pilot. He was, like, he went to, like, different places and contacted different people. And they were basically, like, just giving him a runaround, like, making it seem like they would hire him. And then once he got there to interview, they'll be like, oh, well, we gonna give it to somebody else. Like, it was crazy because he was like flying to places to, you know, be a pilot.
Yeah.
Like, he said he had flew to like Hawaii, like all types of places to just try to get a job, and they were basically just like giving him all these different excuses. It was so bad. So I think honestly, for people of, you know,
Color.
yeah.
See.
Okay, I think for people of color, it's definitely, I think it's a little bit of racism. I do think it's a little bit of racism in there. I think that they just don't want us at some of their establishments, because I feel like a lot of people are definitely qualified for the job that they're applying for. Like, he said he had like all these qualifications, and he even took it a step further to get another qualification. A lot of people, pilots I should say, don't have, and he still can't find nothing. Like, I thought that was crazy. That like just blew my mind. But like, just for people our age, just in general, just looking for something, I feel like I definitely agree with you. I don't want to do a lot for a little. I don't want you, I gotta have open availability and this and that and degrees and all this stuff and associates, bachelor's, and you want to pay me $17 an hour.
Facts.
No.
Facts.
Like, no, that's just not, it's not gonna happen. I feel like it's very hard nowadays to find a job. It's like some of my siblings, my younger siblings, I know it's kind of hard for them to look for a job, and that's just something basic. You would think like coming to high school you could at least get somewhere like food, like fast food, because a lot of people like try that first. It's even hard to get there, which I find crazy, because it's like no, like it just doesn't make sense. I don't really have like a real answer on why it's so hard to find a job, because I feel like it could be like so many things that could be the reason. I don't feel like it's necessarily like just one set thing. Yeah, I feel like it's just hard. It's just harder for everything in general, not even just finding a job. Like, any sort of stability in this generation is just very hard, and it just doesn't make sense, because it just really sucks. It's really bad. But just back to the job specifically, they just want, I feel like they just want all these different types of qualifications for like minimum base pay, and that's terrible. And then when you get there, it's not what it was supposed to be. They make like they overwork you. They promise you all these things. You can move up in the company. You could be this. You could be a manager. But either you don't move up, or when you find out you can be a manager, it's even worse than what you like. It's even worse than what you were doing before. So you're just like, no, like absolutely not. I don't know. I hate it. I just feel like we gotta come out of high school with a degree. Like, that's how I feel. It's just like,
I don't know. I feel like depending on what it is, there's some type of like bias to it. Because if you a person of color, there's racism where you're getting discriminated, so they don't hire you. Or if you have like a disability, there's like that. Like, they're not supposed to do these things, but they do
it anyway.
And then I don't want to say it's classism according to our generations, because there's so many TikToks I've came across of employers saying like, we will never hire Gen Z. And it's like, y'all want us to bow down. And I have worked with a lot of lazy people that just came in first day like, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. But at the same time, it's like, we've watched people before us burnt out. Half the people in what's the generation before us, millennials or something? I think so. They can't even afford a house, you know. A lot of them was like, I barely have like $300 to my savings. So it's like, why do you want us to work grit and bone, and we bringing home like 50 cents, and then everything is skyrocket? Like,
girl, by the time you retire, you dead.
Yes, like you're literally not doing anything. No vacations. You ain't never having no parties. You ain't never getting nothing. Like, you just work. So
you work and die. Like,
that's it. Like, you live to work. Like, that's literally it. So I feel like that's why, specifically to our generation, and it's horrible. It's
very bad. So if you're looking for a job out there, it'll get better.
Oh, and you said the ghost jobs. You were talking about.
So there's this thing that I've been looking at, because I've been trying to, like, when I search for topics, I like try to, you know, find a little information. So it's the thing that has been like on like different news sources, and they've been talking about basically like ghost jobs, which is just basically like jobs putting out ads for jobs to say they're hiring, but they're really not hiring. I don't remember exactly what the purpose is for them doing that, but like, it's, you could really like Google it. Like, they'll put an ad out, or, you know, on Indeed or whatever, like, you know, source you use, and like, it'll have a whole description. It may have like the pay you'll receive, whatever, and I think you can really apply, but basically like, they're not gonna look at your application. Like, they never had any plans on hiring anybody. Like,
they ain't even receive it.
They didn't even receive it. Went to a whole spam email. Like, it's not good. So I feel like that's another thing that could happen. So I feel like maybe you have to look out for that, because that, like, because this job I applied to still ain't heard from yet.
Oh my God, right? Waiting around for email.
That applied 6 months ago, still ain't heard a thing.
Calling the facility, like, they like, who? Who? Like, oh my God.
Can I speak to this person? Oh yeah, who? They don't work here.
They don't work here. Like, that happened to me so much. Dang. This happened to me maybe a little bit after like high school. I was 19. I had quit one of my jobs because it was horrible. And I had applied to like 400 jobs. Some I did not have qualifications for. Some I did. Some I was overly qualified for. Some that was pertaining to my degree. Oh my God. And I literally, like, within 20 seconds, all of them was like rejected. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Like, how do you require me to have 5 years and nobody is willing to like give any type of leeway. Like, okay, we'll bring you in and we'll train you. So
Yeah.
it sucks really bad.
I feel like they don't even look at the application.
They don't.
Like, I did talk to one company and they did say like, oh, we have an automated system that'll send certain applications through. So they don't even see every application. I think the automated system would just reject you, I guess, based off of
One
whatever,
word.
Yeah. Whatever they think. Oh, black, no. Female, no. Like, like, no, you're good for sure.
Gosh.
So yeah, like I said, if you're looking for a job, good luck, for real. Good luck, Charlie. Because it's hard.
That's very depressing. Oh my god.
Okay, the next question is discuss the pressure of being in your 20s in this generation.
Ooh, I can touch on that. So for me specifically, I feel like I hold myself to a certain standard. And I feel like no matter what social media platform is like big right now, it makes it hard regardless, just because you're supposed to look a certain way. So like when I was like fresh in high school, or coming out of high school, I should say, BBL culture was the thing. You needed a BBL, you needed a Chanel, you needed a apartment downtown off the water, you needed a Benz. And it's just like, damn, like this shit is like unachievable right now because I'm 19. And I felt like me also having friends that was older, on top of the pressure that I put on myself, it was like I'm 19 and I'm doing exactly what I need to do, but it looks like I'm doing nothing compared to social media. Like, it just made me hate almost everything about myself. My accomplishments, the things that I was working towards, the things that I had, it was just like, damn, like nothing is good enough. And it became so depressing for me. Like, I used to just be like, fuck, like I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. Like, I felt very lost, just because you have structure when you coming up. Yeah. And then you graduate and it's like everything is on you specifically. Yeah. So it's depressing, long story short. Yeah. Don't pay too much attention to social media.
Yeah. But they say don't pay too much attention, but it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Like, we grew up in the world of technology. Like, you know, we grew up already with the phones and the this and the that and Snapchats and, you know, everything. So it's hard to say, oh, don't focus on it, when this is really all we know. Like, to be quite honest, this is really apps and phones and, you know, computers, iPads. This is really all we know and all we grew up with. So it's hard to be like, oh, I'm gonna just take a break, and then you go back and see all the same stuff. It is so hard. For me, I feel a lot of pressure, beauty and like accomplishment wise. Again, like picking back off you, it definitely was like, oh, you gotta have a slim waist, big butt,
right? Coke bottle
shape, red bone,
right?
Girl, what?
Brazilian
long hair,
like,
girl,
red bottoms. Like, you had to have.
Girl, you need to have 11A gray hair. Girl, beauty supply is out. Like, bundles is in. You need a 30-inch bust down of your real hair. Like, it was crazy. Now it's like, girl, get you some veneers. The braces ain't working.
Oh my god, you got braces? Like,
terrible.
It's so
it definitely. I do feel a lot of pressure because I never feel like I'm doing enough. I always feel like there's something more that I need to be doing, and it's like, I tried to slow down and think, like my therapist was like, you know, you really accomplished so many things that you shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself. But at the same time, when I see somebody who's younger than me, who has twice as much as I do, it does get kind of frustrating for me, because it's like, I could have been where they were at if I worked a little bit harder. And I may already be working hard, but it's like, I don't feel like I'm working as hard as them, because they're at a point where I want to be in life. And it's like, I'm trying to put my trust in God more, because I'm like, you know, my time is coming. But it's like, when?
Right. Lord, it's me again.
Lord, it's me again. Like, what? It feels sort of like degrading in a way, because it's like, dang, this girl is 19. She is on her second condo, 4 cars in. And it's like, it makes me kind of feel like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what am I not doing right? Like, God, it is like, these people have no degrees, no nothing, and they do it twice as much as you.
Posting pictures.
Right.
Rich. Like, oh my, that just takes me back to like TikTok. Like, the whole coming out of the pandemic, like that portion where we had TikTok and it was like fun and you do this and you post a video and everybody's kind of laughing to get through the pain, and then boom, people start like monetizing it, and you just felt like you had to make a funny video or a hit or a video that will go viral so that you can make millions. Like, to me, I feel like when people make it for personal use, I don't even know how to word it, but like, make it bigger than what it is, it becomes more toxic. Because Instagram was like that. Like, I remember being in middle school and we just up posting, to be honest, you know. And
like
then,
this post. Still our post. Still our post.
And then now it's like everybody's trying to get 1 million plus likes just to get a Benz. And it's unachievable and it's unrealistic because a lot of them use bots. And even if they do have the followers, everybody's not meant to have the same path and, you know, to be cut out the same way. So that's something to remember.
I try to remember. I really try, but it's like, it really does get frustrating because like you're working so hard and you keep coming last. It's like,
Literally.
what do you do? Like, what do you do when you see somebody reaching the heights that you want to be at? And you know that you deserve it. And it's like, what do you do? It's so much pressure. And people think like just because we're young, like this is the time of our lives. But like right now, it's a little too serious. Everything is costing too much. It's like we can't even have no fun because fun costs us $200 a night. Like having fun is.
You gotta get a bottle. You gotta have a section. You gotta have a bust down in the bag. Like, girl, goddamn, I don't even come out the house.
Don't even go out the house, girl. The club. You can even get the bottle with the booth. You gotta have the bottle and pay for the booth, and you gotta pay for the tickets. And if you're late, you gotta pay to get in. And you gotta pay for the hookah. And you gotta pay for the food. And if you want to
pay for the music, like
tip out the DJ.
Tip out the DJ.
Then we gotta tip our waitress. And don't bring your own bottle.
Don't bring your own bottle. Because now we tipping you for bringing it in. Now we need you to tip us for bringing it in.
And like, you get kicked and your band.
And your band. So,
like, what? It's just too much. It's a lot of pressure. And it's crazy because, like, the girls who have the BBLs and the butt shots, they are now like, oh, don't get it. I
shouldn't have did it.
Yeah, but it's like, it's hard to listen to them. Because it's like, you've got so many other things done. It's like, you can't tell us what not to get. Because you got that and look where it got you. Like, it got you places. Like, let's not lie. Like, it got you places where you wasn't at before. So it's like, should we listen to you, girl? Or should we just go ahead and lay on that table? Like,
girl, man, I remember, like, this was like when BBL era, post like Kylie and Kim and all of that, when it really started becoming popular. And I remember like I was so skinny in high school, I would like force myself to eat because everybody kept saying, you're so skinny, and I'm looking in the mirror like, fuck, I don't got no ass, no titties, no nothing. And I was just like force myself to eat. And just looking back, it's just so sad because, oh, thank you. It's just so sad because a lot of people go through that. Like, the internet will make you do some crazy things, like girls starving themselves. That was a big one in the 2000s. So,
girl, it's a lot of pressure. Like,
it is,
especially for a girl, because you feel like you're so behind for real. Like, it's so many girls really get into it, and it make you feel like you're not getting to it. Even though, like, girl, you got your own apartment, own car, you like, but I don't got a Benz though. I don't got, girl, my apartment, oh start. Girl, what? I don't got no condo though. I don't got this though. I don't got, girl. It's just like, ugh. It really does get frustrating. It really does get hard because it's like, dang, I don't look like that. My hair not as long as hers. My butt not as big as hers. I'm not as skinny as her. It's like, then you can be like, okay, let me buy this exercise plan.
Yeah. For in the mirror depressed, right?
For real, because I definitely have. There definitely has been times for me where I have looked at me and been like, oof, Jesus, I don't like what I'm looking at. It is like, okay, I want to be motivated, but it's like, ooh, this hurts. Like,
yeah, like. It's not good enough.
I don't look like the 1,200 girls on Instagram that I just scroll past. No, like, you don't feel good enough. I definitely, like, I can say, like, I try to be as confident as I can be when I walk into any room. But, like, in my house, there have been times where I'm like, oh, God. I just be like, oh, I want to cry. Like,
yeah.
Ugh. Like, I need a waist trainer. I need this. I need that. Like, I need to snatch a waist tomorrow. Like, what am I going to do?
I do think finding something you can relate to. Like, I say big ups to the people who accomplish it. It's not never like you don't need to. Like, big ups.
Yeah.
And I also feel like big ups to the people who show I have something small and it's good enough. Like, I love seeing those TikToks that's like, come look at me with my normal apartment. And it's just like I love that. Or my normal car. I just got this car at 28 and this is Honda. And I'm like, you know what? You go, girl. Because a lot of people don't give you credit for that. Like, half of the stuff is not easy to do, especially when you're alone. So finding somebody that you can connect to. I know for me, like I said, I grew up skinny, very skinny, and it was hard. And it was like, I really like got really close to like what is it, the Victoria's Secret fashion shows. Like, I used to watch them skinny girls, like, hell yeah, like they making millions. I feel good. like that. But yeah, you just gotta keep focused on what you know, because the internet will bring you down.
The internet will bring you, girl, it will bring you all the way down. If you already wasn't low, you feel low now. Like,
ground.
You are, girl, below hell. Whatever that is, you, girl, it is so bad. It is so bad. It is so bad. Because it's like, yes, you can learn a lot from social media. Like, I feel like I've learned, like, a lot just, like, with different recipes and different things like that. But it's like, also, it's like, I'm not doing enough. I need to be doing something else in my life. Like, my life is just not where I want it to be. It's just not good enough. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, it's really bad. So it's like, if you're the type of person and that like social media doesn't really get to your head, I really commend you, because it's hard to be on social media every day. Because I feel like it's kind of like an everyday thing. Like, we scroll at some point in the day, even when we don't recognize it. It's just like it's hard for me. Like, I definitely be like, ooh. And then it's like, when you take a break, you kind of feel like you're missing out on something. Like, you're missing out on, like, some sort of news or something. But it's like, I would definitely say take a break. Because I'm taking a break from Instagram right now. Take a break. Seriously, like, you never know. Go touch some grass. Like, for real. For real, go touch grass. Because, yeah, get off of there. Get off of there. Save yourself. Like,
save your coin.
They
need to have like a national shutdown day. You know, other countries do that.
Yeah.
Like, they just shut down everything. You must stay in. You must be quiet. Like, the States, we need a day like that, because
definitely be shut down in social media. Period.
All
the blackout. Blackout. Yeah.
Praying for a blackout.
Yeah,
I don't cut my lights on, because that shit would be crazy. But
just black out for social media. Just no socials. Go do something you enjoy. Go out to eat. Go spend time with your family. Go do some self-care. Go do something. Like, I think like stuff should be open in, like, you know, real life that you could go to. But like, just scrolling on your phone, stop. Get up. Go to the gym. Do something. Like, I definitely feel like we should have some sort of blackout day. But knowing us, that'll never happen, because people make too much money off of it.
Too much money. People will be pissed. If they
they be to post how much money they lost in a day. I lost $25,000. Like, no,
but it's not like it's impossible to make money. People used to do it before social media.
Yeah.
People just so used to one way that they refuse to learn another way.
Yeah.
So stay off social media.
Pick up a book of social media. It's bad.
It is.
Okay, so the next question is, you know, we're 4 months into the year, so I'm going to ask this question. What was your lowest moment of last year, and how did it shape you into the person you are today?
Last year, I didn't really have a super low moment. Like, I had times that was like, damn, but the years prior made that more easier to get through. So
what happened the year before, if you don't
2023?
Yeah.
2023... This was, and I partially want to say this is my fault as well, because it's more so of comparison. So I had a job that I love, and anybody in my family who knew this knew that I loved this job. I would come home like, guess what I learned today? Guess what I learned today? And the job, it just became a lot. And I never expected that, because I loved the job. But once in my life, I had a job that I loved waking up and going to, that I loved people that I worked with. I love asking questions, and they gave me like direct answers. And I just love being able to see the crazy things that I used to see. So like working there, and then things kind of transpired to where I'm like, oh wow, like pay suck. So I'm getting hit with like all these other things. Like, I'm always different type of schools and stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Like, you know, so the pay. And then like, you know, some workplace things that happened. And it became a lot on me. At that time, I was new to the job. So I'm like fresh in this career.
Yeah.
And it was just something that I did not want to leave. But I felt like I was like, God, this is too much. Like, I'm coming home every day pissed, cussing out my family, like everybody locking shit up when I pull in the driveway. Like, so it was just, I've never experienced depression on top of like things going on with my family. So I was like losing a lot of people. I had so much stuff going on, and then insecurities within myself, comparing myself to people or things that I see on Instagram. That was a really low point for me. Like, I was just like, I have no man. No, but like, that's not, because that's what I feel like, bitch, you was depressed over a man, but no. But like, I had no man. I was falling out with all my friends. A job that I loved, that I'm like, I'm about to be here till I graduate college, was was like beating me up.
Yeah.
I just felt like I had no outlet. Like I felt like I was drowning and I had no one around me to understand it.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in a very traditional household with old school parents that's like, this ain't nothing to cry about. Like, you get your ass up. Like, we kind of feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, you got to get up, push for it. And sometimes that's hard because, again, I'm young. This is my first time experiencing something like this to this, like, magnitude. So, it was hard. It was very depressing. That's why when I came in this year, it was like, no, new. I'm going to try everything new. And if it don't work, I'm not going to spend so much time on it. I'm going to keep pushing forward. And when things happen this year, I hit the ground running. Like nothing was going to drown me like how I did the year prior. So
okay, that's
very hard.
Okay, and what are some of your goals for like this year?
So let's see, I have quarterly goals. I know for this quarter I wanted to decrease my like credit card debt. I wanted to
they call me today. I got it.
But yeah, I wanted to decrease my credit card debt. Start reading more books because I felt like I was spending way too much time on social media. I wanted to get back in church. I was at a strong point in my life, that depression 2023, I was very spiritual and into a lot of like tarot and astrology. And I'm not saying that's what caused everything to happen, but I feel like when I stray away from God, a lot of things happen. So definitely that, get more close to God. And just, I just basically want to get back into a God.
Period. So for me, a low point last year was me losing my job because one, like that was one of the highest paying jobs I had at the time. I was like the youngest person working there, so like I felt like that was an accomplishment. I was getting a lot of money. I was like very comfortable. I was the youngest person there, so that made me feel good. I had a lot of friends actually, like because usually like when you go into a job, you don't necessarily like look to make friends. You just like whatever. But I still have people that like I talk to this day who I do feel like are my friends. So I made a lot of friends there because usually I don't really make friends at my job. Like it's like you have people you talk to, but it's like I want to kick it with y'all outside. I'm good and all that. But it's like no, I've like been to their houses. Like we call each other, we like hang out. So like I made a lot of friends there. And like when I got fired, like I said, it was very unexpected. Like it wasn't something that I saw coming. I was like, whoa. And then again, like losing your job in this type of like, you know, economy, I was like, oh God, like I'm at the rock bottom. It was very hard because I felt like I had to like depend on people for money. Like to be quite honest, I was like, oh, can you help me pay this? I need help paying that. And it's like I don't ever want to be like 100% dependent on anybody. Like I always want to have my own, like, and you could just add to whatever I'm doing. So it was like when I got to a point where like I couldn't, like I was asking for money for food. I'm like, okay, this is tough. This is low. This is low. Even for me, this is low. Like it was a very tough time. And for me, what I learned last year, and then also it was like towards the end of the year. I got fired in October. I just got fired on Halloween. That was the worst part. I was like, goddamn, I had plans. I don't even want to go out no more. I'm done. Like I'm cool. I don't like, cause I'm thinking like, oh no, I'm about to go out and spend money. I ain't gonna get nothing back. So it was like, okay, I got fired on Halloween. Christmas coming up, like it was like different things coming up, Thanksgiving, and you like all these holidays where you spend a lot of money, and it's like, what now? Like what do I do? Obviously I end up getting another job, but it was just like it definitely helped me to realize like I need a backup plan always. Like you always need something to fall back on because I didn't, and I did not know what I would do. Like I was crying, like I was literally like, at first I was cool because I was like, whatever, I'm just getting a new job, like that's nothing. Then when you realize 2 months later you ain't get a new job, I'm like, girl, like literally in the bed crying. Like I was literally doing the same thing every day. It was very stressful for me because I was like, what am I going to do? I'm not making no money. Like I don't got nothing coming in. I don't have no backup plan, and it's like I don't have like 1,000 different hustles to do because I don't know what, like I don't know. I don't want to go out and ride around because I need to put gas in the car. And I don't got no money.
Manage your gas.
Yeah, it's like it takes money to make money. It was very hard because it's like, okay, like the only time I was riding around literally was to like look for jobs, go into places and apply. Like it was such a hard time because I didn't have a job I think for like 2 or 3 months. So it was like it was very very hard. So that definitely taught me to have a backup plan, and like, you know, put money to the side be, try to be as stable as you can. Like, literally have like a money job for a rainy day, because that rainy day could literally be you getting fired. So
Literally.
you gotta have, it definitely showed me like you need to have a plan B always, no matter what it is, whether it be like job, business, whatever. Like, you definitely need to have something to fall back on. Like, I would never, I hope at least to never be in no situation like that again, where I don't know what I'm going to do and I have to completely depend on people, because it's really not a good feeling. Like, it's really not. Like, I didn't have to pay nobody back, but it's just like to know that I gotta ask you all the time because I don't got nothing. Like, no, it make you feel low. It make you feel like you just can't do nothing for yourself, because I couldn't. Like, it was bad. It was a really bad time for me. I could not.
Girl, that's how I felt. I want to say shout out to my mom and my sisters, because when I used to have to like ask them, they used to be like, girl, like, we family, we got you, so it's definitely hard, but I'm pretty thankful for those moments though, because like I said, I don't think I could have ever been able to pull myself through from some not as low moments, but like low moments this year if I haven't gone through what I went through prior. Because in high school, it's like, what do you really go through besides a couple of girls really talking crap? Maybe getting bullied, because everybody's situation is different, but it's like life will really like show you, like, you either gonna sink or you gonna swim.
And I would agree with that. I am kind of like, now looking back on, I am grateful that they let me go, because that gives me an opportunity to go look for other things, because I don't want to work like a 9 to 5 anymore. I definitely want to kind of do my own thing and have my own schedule and have a business. So it definitely like pushed me, like, maybe this was God's, like, I'm on God's divine timing. Maybe it was like, you need to go do this business, girl. You need to go get up out of here, because you're going to be stuck here. Because it was like, I was working with people who had been there since the store opened. Like, that long.
Jesus, I never want to be that loyal. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Now comes gentle treatment, the ultimate relaxer.
The relaxer called gentle treatment.
The first no-lie relaxer that conditions while relaxing. Contains no sodium hydroxide for much less chance of burn and irritation than leading lie-based relaxers. Patented formula conditions and relaxes in one step to repair damaged areas, flyaway fibers, and split ends. The ultimate relaxer.
To what we were saying, well, I was talking about my goals for this year. So my goals for this year are, I definitely want to work on being healthier, like getting to the gym more, being more consistent with that. I want to be more inconsistent, like with life overall. Just learning how to get a routine. I feel like my life kind of be like everywhere. I don't really have no set routine with like nothing. So I kind of want to just get like a set routine. I want to, finish out college. Definitely do that, because I know I could do it. I just been putting it off, like I was telling you girl before I cut the camera on. I definitely want to finish that out, because I could be done. And I want to get I want to be like a corporate girly. I want to do like, I want to be in the corporate world. I want to give, before I like stop working like under somebody completely, I want to just be like in the corporate world. So I'm currently like trying to get like a certificate to be like, I believe it's in product marketing. I'm trying to get a certificate in that. It's a 9-week program. Okay. And yes, girl. So I'm trying to get a certificate in that so that I can have that under my belt before I like, go and do something else. I definitely want to be in the corporate world. And what else? What are my goals? I have them like written down. What's another one of my goals? I'm trying to think, because I had a whole list of stuff I want to do in 2025. Well, one of them was start a podcast, so I guess one of them is off the list. But yeah, well, that's basically like the basis of what I want to do. Just kind of be more consistent, get a better job, be, start to be healthier, like with food choices and working out, and then just kind of being more consistent overall. Definitely want to knock down some of my debt. I'm trying my best, but my best is not good enough with that. But I definitely want to knock down some credit card debt of mine that I have. But yeah, but that'll probably be my last one, because that's a little longer process. But yeah, that's some of my goals. Okay, so the next question is, since we're speaking about our goals and everything like that, what does self-love mean to you, and how do you practice it?
I think self-love to me is basically, I don't want to sound selfish, but I want to say putting yourself first. Yeah. As someone who was when I was younger, I don't want to say a yes man, but like a yes man, I tried to appease everyone around me and like cater to them, and I've noticed that I'm giving so much that nothing is ever being returned, you get burnt out.
Yeah.
So definitely putting yourself first, you know, noticing little things like, this ain't working for me.
Yeah.
I got to do better, or I got to end this and start something new, and just know that, you know, you're you can only do so much. I think some things I do to practice that will be like the little manifestations in my bathroom. What else do I do? I would say taking time to myself. Like, I like to have little self-care days to myself.
Yeah.
Spend time alone. For me, I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. So I need that kind of time to reassess and spend with myself. If it's laying down watching a movie, I need it like ASAP. Yeah, definitely that. Just trying to pour into myself as much as I can.
So for me, self-love means just like appreciating yourself. Like, as we were talking about earlier in the episode, we feel a lot of pressure. Like, it's a lot of pressure on a lot of us, whether you really recognize it or not. Like, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. It's a lot of pressure coming from different angles, social media, work, just everyday life, whatever the case may be. So it's really easy to lose yourself just whenever. So for me, I feel like self-love means appreciating yourself, slowing down, and then recognizing who you are. Like, taking time to recognize who you are and how far you've come from certain things, and then how far you have to go to your next goal. So for me, some things I do to practice that, like, I do like self-care Saturdays, where like I'll take myself out or just do something that I enjoy. Like, that's one thing I do, is like I take time, whether that be like going out to eat, or like reading a book, or riding around in my car, or like just chilling, relaxing, sleeping, doing nothing. Like, really, people don't know, like, doing nothing is really the way to go sometimes. Okay. Yeah, like, I definitely do that. Like, I just take time to do self-care. I saw her little affirmations in her bathroom. I think I might do that in my room, just to kind of remind myself who I am. Like I said, I have been logged out of Instagram for a long time, so I think that's another way to practice self-love, is just getting away from things that don't always make you feel good about yourself. I have a journal that I write in. It's like a self-affirmation journal, and it gives you little like prompts to write about, and it's like for Black women or whatever. So I write in there, like, I try to do it every week or every other day. So that's definitely like a part of like my self-love journey that I'm on.
I will also add, to piggyback off of you, getting rid of people who serve you no justice, because people are draining, and if they don't love you, it's really going to transpire and make you really not love yourself, especially if it's a man. He gonna tear you down, and you gonna look in the mirror like, what? Like, he's going to tear you apart. He's going to tear you down very low. So
tear you down a lot. But I do like that, like, now, like, in this like generation, self-love is being more celebrated. I really do like that, because like back in the day, it wasn't no such thing as self-love, girl. Either you good or you ain't. Like, that was it. Like, I love that people are really taking the time to celebrate. Like, you need to take time for yourself. Like, that's really important. If you gotta call off work, if you gotta cancel an appointment or cancel plans, like, that's okay. Like, I feel like having like a self-love, like, I feel like self-love is a real excuse, like, to use, like, I just need a self-care day, I need this, I need that. Like, I would take that as mental health. Like, yeah, that's another thing and we're gonna touch in that in another episode. But like, yeah, self-love, mental health is really important, because I feel like they tie together a lot. So really important for y'all to practice that. And if you need some ways to figure out how to do that, look it up, because there's a lot of outlets, Pinterest, TikTok, whatever, that'll tell you different ways on how to do it if you don't like the things that we mentioned.
Yeah.
So the last question, we're gonna do our little segment, which is called Song of the Week Recap. So do you have a song for us this week?
No, I don't. Shockingly, I have not really listened to any music for real. Like, I get in the car and my radio has been silent, so it's kind of scary.
Okay. She going through it. It's like,
yeah, so not this week, no.
Okay, well, I do. My song of the week is let me see. It is called In the Air by Destin Conrad. I don't know if you know that song. It is so good. It's old. Well, it's not, let me not say it's old. I think it might have came out like a year or two ago, because he had like a sped up version. If you know me, I love my songs sped up. Either sped up or slow.
Slow down. Same.
I look up old songs like Drake slowed.
Yeah, like, if they don't got it slow, I don't even listen
to it. He has a slow version. He has a sped up version he released of the song, and I listen to that more than the regular version. It's a really good song. It's just basically a song about like everything's in the air with us, like what is going on, what are we, like, type of thing.
Yeah.
It's a really good song. So guys, shout out to Destin Conrad. That's a good song. He releases a lot of music. He's like a newer artist, so he's our age range too. So definitely listen to him. He's a good artist. So listen to that, girl. When you got time after this episode, listen to that. Okay, y'all. Well, thank you for watching this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.